Hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Star Trek Resurgence. Where are we? Oh yeah, right. Getting ready in the ready room. Oh. Have a squiz out the window.
We'll be out there soon. Going where no one has gone before.
Oh yeah, okay.
Jara Ryder.
Look at this Chad.
Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy.
Say he's a 4-pip
You'd already
captain.
secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute.
Exciting.
The only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome.
Yeah, that you don't have a mustache.
The arrival of a first officer to her new ship
I had hoped for more.
deserves
What?
a bit of fanfare.
Nah, that's enough for
But,
me, man.
Unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
No stress.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it.
Good.
As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months.
Yeah,
The
right.
ship suffered some damage,
23 dead?
but not nearly as much as the crew.
Yeah, you mean the, well, accident infers it was a malfunction, right?
I heard that you had an equipment malfunction.
Is that what they're calling it?
Oh, yeah?
No, that's just someone being generous. If anything, it was a leadership malfunction.
Oh.
We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed.
Yeah.
What would have been the crowning achievement of my career. Right there. Within our grasp.
Okay, make it about you, sure.
Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle.
Right.
It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people.
So is there an investigation or what?
As captain, I have to take full responsibility.
Yeah?
It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
The crew knew the risks? No, you answer. Well, we have to move on.
You have to look to the future. You can't dwell on the past, on things you can't change.
There's nothing that can be done about it now. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There
Right.
was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account.
Right.
But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission.
That's how our military hierarchy works.
Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
Now you can rely on me.
Whether I agree or disagree, I can promise that I'll be honest to a fault.
No.
Good.
No.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, it has to be my call.
Okay, okay, yes. Alright, yes.
I'll be blunt.
I'm with you on that.
We can't afford another mistake. Or at least I can't.
No,
I feel
yeah.
like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
Oh, maybe just stop killing them? That might help.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority.
Oy, that sounds like a W.
Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. 2 previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
Ah.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified.
Oh, elaborate.
This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record.
Huh.
Total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hmm.
Hatari.
Exactly.
Oh, it might be
Very
connected.
nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details at the rendezvous.
Who is this diplomat?
Who is the senior diplomat we're escorting?
Yeah.
That
How good's the cinematic
Starfleet
blocking?
hasn't said.
That's cool.
But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst.
All right.
There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
Subservience, ambition.
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure.
Fair enough.
When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
Well, I'd be honored. Thank you.
It's been a dream of mine since before I can remember. So I would be honored to become a captain someday.
So this captain's incredibly ambitious.
You have my promise. I'll do everything in my power to see that it
Like everything he's talking about is his career, his image, his achievement.
Introduce you to the crew.
I mean, there are worse vices. Right? It's a vice pushing against virtue, but it can drive you to great things. But it's just, I kind of like it. Like, he's not a villain, but they're setting up antagonistic interplay. Do you know what I mean? The fact that, like, I mean, the dude pushed the ship so hard they killed 22 people. You know, there doesn't seem to be any inquisition or, you know, royal commission or anything. It's just him going, oh damn, we need to try again, but we got to get it right this time. Like, he's got a charisma, but he's got what I would call like a totally believable human fault built in.
If I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer.
Yeah, that's me, baby.
Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
Righto.
One of? Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
Right.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander.
It's Joker from Mass Effect. Got it.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our
Science
chief
officer. Yeah.
I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Cool.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
Who's this lieutenant?
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
Oh.
I've been following your career for quite some time.
Don't be gross, don't be a simp.
And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
Alright, that's very kind.
That's very kind of you to say. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad. Because of what you've overcome.
Yeah, alright.
Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves. And you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really...
This chick's a walking red flag.
So
her entire appreciation of me is a victim card
Not that
carrier.
I've done anything close to what you've done, but you definitely set a standard to strive for.
Yeah, right. You know what? I'm going to time out. I'm not answering you. I'm just going to make this uncomfortable and awkward, and maybe you'll just stop simping. What? It's timed out. Yeah, enough about me.
That's very kind of you to say, but enough about me.
Yeah, stop being a
I have
simp.
a lot of work to do.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, it's alright. It's okay. We'll sort her out.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont.
Yep. Big old
Please
blue
do
balls.
everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. Have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
Alright. XO has the con. Well, we're not underway, actually, right? Aren't we still docked up? Sit in the captain's chair when ready. No, I'm gonna have a chat with all the boys. Hello?
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class.
Centaur
meaning
class.
It's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to
Interest.
see what she can do.
Quick maneuver Centaur class. What's going on here? Let's have a look out the window.
Impressive range of view.
Very insightful, very deep. You can tell big thoughts going on in my chick's brain.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily.
Yep, we covered that.
Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude.
What attitude?
I'll have to speak with him later.
What attitude? I don't have to speak with him. He didn't suck up to me like that sopping wet
Operations.
simp working the
Supplies.
taxcom.
There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Ermont.
So is that what so that's what operations is in this universe, is he's a logo. He's a logistics boy. So he counts munitions and folds blankets.
Communications. Keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels. Tactical station.
Yeah.
Hopefully a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much.
That's
If
it.
it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Gunship diplomacy. We'll just point our big guns at them. And then she'll be right. Examine.
Turbo lift could take me anywhere on the ship, but I'm right where I need to be.
I'm right where I need to be. What's this here? Oi, oi, what is this?
Tactical hollow dais. Just like they've got on the Excelsior.
Okay. Exo's chair.
The first officer seat.
That's me, baby.
My seat. Right now, though, I need to fill in for Captain Solano.
Alright. Oh, hang on, I missed one.
So many decks. Full of crew that are now my responsibility.
Jeez, okay. Who thinks like that? I've run departments on ships, I don't think like that. Jesus. Me.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm.
Fair enough.
We just need your go-ahead.
Yeah,
Permission granted.
sure.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Condition blue. Well, let's hope we don't get hit by a big bloody rock or asteroid or something. Storm
Storm's
surge.
getting worse.
Or maybe a storm surge.
Looks like we turned off the SIF.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Let's go, let's get to it. Oh, here I go. God, that looks cool. That's how I walk to the shops when I'm
Every
going to go
time
pick
we're
up
out
some
here,
milk.
I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
Adds character, there you go.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
Right.
Outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery.
Yeah, that's what being part of
More
something
than
bigger
that.
than you is.
I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine.
I got no
A
complaints.
massive machine.
Now, what are you complaining about?
Exactly, you
You
join.
got the best seat in the house out here.
Yeah!
You wanted to get away.
This chick's red flagging hard.
I enlisted.
She should
because
put in her papers, do a
I
minimum, and
didn't
get
wanna
out.
wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere,
Yeah.
see new worlds, look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be.
Yeah, exactly. He sees the big picture. Good.
Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the SIF emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
I'll never really understand it. Like, if she's disgruntled, just leave. Go get a job that suits what your wants. I'm not saying that you shouldn't want, but if your reach outgoes your grasp, and that's not the best analogy, but I think people know. Like, even ambition. In this case, it's not ambition. She just wants more from the job she's in, so she's clearly disappointed. So leave. Go find the perfect job. You know, especially with that attitude, you'd hope that you would reach for something better. As opposed to just complain about it. Alright, here we go. Open up my doodaki. I better get my calibration tool. Yep. Metal detector.
Beginning recalibration.
Yeah. Turn the nodes in a circular direction. Tune mode. I don't understand what
Careful.
you're talking about, but that's
Too much
okay.
action and harmonics will deflect the alignment.
Tune. Okay. I've lost my control. Did I break the game somehow? My dude's just sitting here doing nothing? Game? What is going on? I've been singing your praises. Oh, for Christ's sake. Are you serious? Can I do anything with the mouse? Sure you want to exit the game? No. Why is it? I'd be curious. Why is it that these sort of Telltale games are always so crap and broken? You know, like mechanically. Alright, can I skip this?
Storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off.
Wait, so I can't skip it? Oh my
Great.
god.
Let's get to that emitter.
It's something I've always wondered about, right? Because, you know, as a consumer, from the outside looking in, we look at these games and go,
Every time we're out
clearly
here,
the focus is more narrative and the gameplay is lighter, right? That's always been the case with, you know, Telltale style games. But I'm
when
like,
I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town.
I'll just say
But
it.
this is
As someone that
exactly
works in engineering and, well, these days I work in tech.
Sometimes it feels like we're just
It
part of
looks
machinery.
like you've just employing the lowest price dude.
Don't you want
It
more
looks
than
like you
that?
got dud developers, right?
I mean, Starfleet is noble and all.
I got no
But it's
complaints.
still a machine.
Let me skip this
What are you
shit.
complaining about? We got the best seat in the house out
Oh, this is frustrating as anything. You know what I mean? Like, if Elden Ring was even remotely as broken as this has been, like, we've had some performance issues, hitching, and now we've got the one time you have to touch the control for a minigame, it breaks. It's like, God help us if the guys writing the code in this actually had to do it for an actual hardcore game. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm coming on a bit harsh, but I always thought that with these, you know,
Acknowledged. You may
well, the
proceed with
Telltale style
recalibration.
games, they always had huge issues. And I think that for the longest time, because we didn't, you know, internet wasn't quite as prolific as it was back then, you know, the speculation, the sort of general pill that you would swallow was, oh, it's an engine problem. But it's become apparent that that's not what it is.
Beginning recalibration.
Like, there's clearly a competency concern. Tune nodes to center of the circular indicators. Alright, so I was doing it right before.
Careful. Too much action and harmonics will deflect the alignment.
I have to go slow, maybe? Ah. Will that do it? Alright, I guess it didn't break this time.
That wasn't so hard.
Wasn't it? That's a cool transition.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive.
Don't be a dickhead.
Yes, I am the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out.
You think
Better than
highly of
just about
yourself.
anyone.
You think, yeah.
You seem to think very highly of yourself.
With good reason. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition.
Wow, this guy's a dickhead.
But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
Oh, what's that? I've got a bloody mood ring, have I?
You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
Captain understands. I guess that's all that
Captain
matters.
Solano's familiar with my condition. I'm sure it factored into his decision. So I'd have to say it's not a
I
problem.
would
But we should probably have
absolutely reprimand this prick in front of everyone right here. He is so out of line, and he's doing it in front of junior
I
officers.
see no reason to stop now.
No, don't be
Commander
blunt.
Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect.
Yes, you do.
The shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends.
I don't
I can
care.
only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
Mr. Westbrook,
this guy's an
if you
idiot.
have some kind of problem with me, and you just met me so it has nothing to do with me, you're gonna have to figure out how to get over it.
Yeah, good.
Because I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, pull your head in, you bloody
You read
boffin.
Loud and clear. I'll stick to science. That is what this ship is for.
Very well.
Yeah.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into.
What are you talking
It's
about?
Unusual.
He doesn't even
Unlike
understand
anything
how
I've ever
rank
seen.
works. They're the same
moment, I
rank, but she
can't tell
sits
you
in
if the
senior
Resolute will
seat.
shrug it off, or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure.
What's that
Just a
beep?
moment.
If you could be doing your job instead of bloody peacocking, that would be even better, mate.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound.
On screen.
Oh, jeez. That's not good, man.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
That's not what tsunamis do.
Reading power abnormalities all over.
Red alert.
Aye.
Yeah, that's it. Got to be decisive about that. I'm sorry, Blue Balls. I couldn't wait to listen to what you had to say.
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Good.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
Shh.
With the
Can we get
structural
shields up?
integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I
Uh-oh.
need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
Yep.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this.
Nope,
We can't
deflector
afford
pulse.
to get it wrong.
Commander Westbrook, use the deflector dish.
Even if I dislike this dude, this is a professional decision.
It's going to be tight.
Good. Send the pulse on my command.
Oh.
Now.
We got it. This is it.
All hands, brace for impact.
Brace, brace, brace. Oh, lucky they got magnetic boots or whatever. This is so good, the cinematography.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh!
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Right.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Yep.
Tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go. I love it. This, you know, I was bashing the engine, and I still think that stands.
We've reached the first access point.
The narrative construction of this is
Do
so
you see
good.
the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Let's see. Come on, let's go.
Affirmative.
Engage the override.
All right.
It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Sounds good. Let's get the override going. All right. I wish it didn't invert here. You know.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Okay, that sounds fair. Alright. And then we'll put this one over there. Alright, how's that?
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Alright, bit of pace though.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Oh, it's a great idea. Let's shoot it. Got it. Nailed it. If in doubt, shoot it.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but you know.
Yeah, I know, I get it. Right, let's go. Use your phaser to clear a path. Alright. I like the little waypoint. Yeah, get him. Get away from me. Look out of the way, bloody Sandra. There. Uh-oh. Mate, lucky I've got infinite ammo. Yeah. Oh, that makes me seasick. Nice. Look at us go. Popping off. Wasn't she complaining about life being boring?
Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine.
Understood.
You must work efficiently.
On it. Aye, sir. I like these sort of little panel mini games. Observation's good for it as well. One of my favorite games ever.
Manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
Alright. Oh. Better adjust the bloody doodackies. Close enough.
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chovak can...
Uh-oh. Oh, we're shaking loose. Was that like a docking clamp coming away? Oh! Oh, look out! Oh my goodness.
Get down!
Get down in the green!
Here's the bridge. We just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release this ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
It's a good point.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
Manual
What are our
override.
options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
Good.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Put them through.
The remaining mooring arm is failing.
True.
We need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
Alright. Let's, our crew's out there.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest
people
way to...
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
That's true. That's
Commander.
that's it.
Hear me out.
Alright, what do you have to say?
Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order.
He's away though.
Jara?
Yeah, do it.
Yes, sir. Disengaging the clamps.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there.
That's
The
what do you...
captain made himself quite clear.
Yeah, I know.
Reverse the polarity.
This is great. Reverse the
There
polarity,
is
blow the
protocol.
bolts.
And there are lives.
What is the holdup?
Bugger it, I'm reversing the polarity. He's away, I have the gun. Technically, I have command, he doesn't.
Base, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
What? You just said you disengage the clamps.
Yeah.
Captain, I have to do this.
Yeah, I feel like if the developers understood command a bit better, they could write it a bit better.
This is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6,
Oh no.
5, 4,
Me
3,
stupid bloody thing.
2,
Hang on.
1. Mark!
It wouldn't move. Carter has died. Retry. I don't know what was going on there.
7,
It could have been because of the
6,
inversion.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
You know what it is? It's moving Cartesian inverted.
8, 7, 6,
So I have to hold down
5,
and
4,
left. Oh, that's
3,
so weird.
2,
I really
1.
wish it wouldn't invert
Mark.
there and only invert in third person thing.
Grab my hand. I got you.
Thank you.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Come on. Come on, muscles. Come on. Come on, buddy! Come on, dig deep. Go. Yes, teamwork. Yeah! Mate, this is great. The decision making is actually stressful. I hate binary morality and stuff. Not hate, you know, but like the old Mass Effects and that. It's either good or bad.
Look out!
Oh no. Andrea.
I got you.
Oh, she's
Petty
unconscious.
Officer Edselar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Good.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon.
Yep.
You must bring Miss Edselar there to access the interior.
True.
Roger that. Going there now.
Oh. I hate to do it, team, but the clock's building up and I don't think this scenario is going to end anytime soon. So I'm going to have to trust the save and I'm going to have to leave you on a cliffhanger. How good is this though? I'm really enjoying it. It's a shame I pissed off the captain. Look, he even looks cranky in the picture. But I still think I made the right call. All right. Anyway, team, thanks again for joining me. Let me know if you want to see some more. Might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.